are you?
Good, good. So I think it's time we can get started.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone who's joining us on the live, who's going to be watching this on the replay. My name is Natasha Nurse. I'm the owner and co-founder of Dressing Room 8. And the beautiful woman next to me is Dr. Nadia Rodriguez. She's a dentist. She is someone I went to high school with, and I'm really excited because she's going to be joining me as a speaker at the 5th Annual Women on the Rise Forum and Expo. So we both are going to be repping and really excited for that event. And so wanted to do this live to give you guys an opportunity to get to know her and her story. And with that, Dr. Rodriguez, could you share a little bit more about just like how you became the woman you are today?
Yeah, so it has been quite a road.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Nadia Rodriguez, a dentist and owner at No Limits Dental. And so, yeah, I have wanted to be a dentist for a long time. Originally, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but my mom really didn't want me to become a veterinarian. And so I was looking at a bunch of other like medical fields, different medical careers, and settled on dentistry because I love that it combined the arts and medicine, and I'm a person who's very on, and I love sculpture and art and stuff like that. So that's how I landed in like the dental field. And
Gotcha.
from the very beginning, I knew that I wanted to start my own dental office. I didn't want to work for anybody. So that was really important to me. So from the beginning, I've always had my eyes set on having my own office.
I love it. And I'm going to share your link now so everyone can see. Where is your office so people know?
So we're located in Midtown Manhattan. So we're on 58th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue.
Perfect. Okay. And how long has the office been open?
So we technically have been open since 2013.
Wow.
In the beginning, I used to rent a chair, and so it was like on a very small scale, the office. But about 2 years ago, then I moved into my own big space. And so in some ways, I kind of feel like the office is only 2 years old because that's when things really started to skyrocket.
Gotcha. And I was just saying before you joined on camera that, you know, I don't know too many female dentists. So could you talk a little bit about your experience? Is it mostly male dominated, which I suspect it is? And what were some of the challenges you had being a female dentist?
You know what? I have to say that I think for our generation, that gap doesn't really actually exist. I actually did a little bit of research, and yes, in 2010, only 20% of the dentists have been women back in 2010. But
Wow.
Schools have really, really changed, and at this point, most classes are 50% or more women.
Wow.
So when I went to school, 50% of my class at least was all female. So I didn't feel like it was, you know, challenging, I guess, as a woman to get into the field. But maybe that might just be my personality. I don't know. I like don't pay attention to boundaries, and so I just go whatever I want. Nice. Go for it.
Nice, absolutely. Well, that makes sense. No Limits Dental. So yeah, what's the founding behind that name for your practice?
So my mom actually is the one who chose it because, of course, she was like, my baby can do anything. She has no limits.
Oh, nice.
But it's really developed into more than just that. It's been I've really been trying to focus it more on what the patients can accomplish when they have a healthy smile. So the meaning behind the No Limits Dental now for me it's more valuable to the patients. It means that with a healthy smile, the patients have no limits to what they can accomplish. So they can go to work, they can go on a date, they have the confidence to be the people that they want to be. So that's important to me.
Absolutely. Okay. And when it comes to having a healthy smile that allows them to have, you know, limitless opportunities in life, what are the keys to having a healthy smile and a healthy mouth?
So the key, I would say, is definitely regular checkups and cleanings. So most patients just need a lot of help. I think it's not enough to just go in with a toothbrush every single day and floss every day. Most people don't
Gotcha.
floss every single day.
Yep. Yep.
But just forming a partnership with a dentist that will help you achieve what you want to achieve. So, and every patient is different. I mean, not everybody wants a Hollywood smile. Some people just want a healthy mouth. And so, which is obviously definitely okay too. And so just partnering up with a dentist that you know and trust, that is really going to help you achieve the healthy smile that you want, and listening to their advice. So for example, like a lot of times I'll ask patients to get an electric toothbrush, and so the ones that really want to make a difference in their smile and their mouth and the health of their mouth, they're going to go out and get the electric toothbrush, not say, oh, whatever, electric toothbrush, not a big deal, like I'm just going to continue. They're going to actually go out and make a difference. So
absolutely. Okay. And you mentioned kind of your personality not really seeing limits when you were pursuing being a dentist. What would you say are the keys to your success so far, since you've accomplished so much at such a young age?
Yeah, so definitely, I think I would say the keys to my success, I guess I have several keys to my success, but I don't see, there are no limits to what I think I can accomplish. I can accomplish anything. I just have to put in the work. So if there's something that I want, I'm going to work day and night until I get it. Another key to my success, I would say, is I'm always learning. So I am attending always dental continuing education courses and really perfect my craft. And probably the other thing that I would say that that contributes to my success is I try really hard to surround myself with other successful people. So whenever I'm, you know, among my friends, or if I'm in a group and I see someone successful, I'm never that person who's just like, gosh, why are they so successful? You know, like I'm not a hater. So you know, I gravitate to that successful person, and I questions like, you know, how did you get to be so successful? Because I want to be just like you. So, and then I pick up little pearls here and there, and then I just use that to work on my office.
Smart. Okay, cool. And from having, you know, not just being having your own practice and having to hire and fire and manage people, what are the keys to managing an office? Because that could seem to me very intricate and delicate to do that.
It is not easy. What's the saying? I think they say hire slow, fire fast, right? I think that's the thing that goes around, and so it's true. As soon as you figure out that like a person's not the right fit for your office, for your business, it is wise to just end the relationship at all costs. Just end the relationship and find someone new who is going to help you build the business or the practice that you want.
Absolutely. And when you think of like your business and your practice, do you mostly view it within the lens of I'm a dentist, or do you also have the lens of like I'm an entrepreneur, right? So like I have to continue to get more clients and market. Like how do you view like your career, and what would you say have been the biggest things you've learned as a dentist / entrepreneur?
Well, so I've had to learn to wear a lot of different hats at the same time. And so I would say in the beginning of opening up the practice, I was really focused on just being the dentist. So I wasn't really looking at innovative ways on how to expand the practice. That has changed as the practice has grown. I guess it also helps the fact that I also have associates that help me now. And so I am allowed to sort of step back and do a little bit less of that dentistry and do a little bit more of that business development now. So.
Awesome. Okay. And biggest lesson learned on this journey?
The biggest lesson I have learned is to accept help. So I'm somebody who will do everything by myself. I think I can do everything by myself. Like I don't need anybody. I can do it all myself, and it's better that way. But the truth is, it's not. It is definitely better to accept help, and I can get a lot more accomplished if I do accept help help. So, you know, in the beginning of opening up my practice, I do wish that I would have met a really great dental assistant or an amazing office manager right from the beginning to help me with my practice. I did do that, unfortunately, because like I said, I was so stubborn. I was like, I can just do this myself. Like, who needs anybody else? But it's definitely much more helpful when you have other people contribute and help you with your business and your office.
Absolutely. Okay. And when it comes to, for those watching who may be interested in the dental industry, what would you say is like step one to figuring out if being a dentist is the right journey for that person?
So first it starts with an internship or some kind of volunteer work, I would say, like a very minimal, low level commitment. And so if you can start off by just getting your foot in the door, getting your hands a little wet and dirty, then you'll be able to better understand whether or not entering the dental field is something right for you. That's how I started. So I was doing an internship, I think, for a summer for a dentist. And I was very lucky to have gotten that, because honestly, I think a lot of dentists don't want to deal with someone who knows absolutely nothing about dentistry. That's how I started. I think I was in high school when I first started that. And so, so yeah, that's how you would really get in, probably.
All right, great. And if people just, we'll do it a couple of times, but if people want to get in touch with you, learn more about your practice, your office, where do they go?
So they can go to several places. They could either email us at info@nolimitsdental.com. They could call us at 212-757-5565. Our website is did I say nolimitsdental.com? No, well, that's our website. And Facebook is another great way to connect with us.
Okay, great. Okay, and I find that since I have started, you know, being an entrepreneur, being a coach, and a consultant, I can't really turn it off, right? Like I am who I am all day, every day. As you know, when we talk, it's always like, right? Like it goes somehow to business. Are you the same, being like, if you go out to dinner and then you see like, I don't know, someone's like having like a situation in their mouth and you're like, call me? Like, do you ever turn it off or no?
So, yeah, it's funny because when you graduate dental school, they always tell you that, like, that this is it. You're done being whoever you were before dental school. Once you finish dental school, like, you're always going to be a dentist, and it doesn't matter where you are. You could be having a good time. You could be at a wedding or at a bar, and you're always going to find someone who's going to be like, oh, you're a dentist? Oh, can you just take a look at this one tooth right here? And people just don't care, and which is flattering. It's great. I mean, I love to give advice, you know, in the middle of a club or at Central Park. Like that's totally fine. I'm totally with it. But I personally, like, if I see somebody who I see needs dental work, I'm never gonna be like, hey, you should come see me, because it's kind of awkward. But yeah, pretty much any party I go to, people are always asking about dental related stuff, and they always want me to look inside their mouth, always.
Love it. Okay, and what would you say has been the most interesting dental work you've been involved with now? I mean, obviously you can't divulge client information, but like from a medicine perspective, I'm just curious.
Well, so I'm always learning. So right now I'm actually learning how to do dental implants. So I'm attending a course at NYU, and it's a 2-year course. So there are different dentists can learn different techniques, I guess, at different levels. Like there's some dentists that will take several, say, weekends courses to learn how to place dental implants. I personally didn't think that I would feel comfortable after a few weekends to place dental implants. So that's why I decided to go back to school and go to NYU for 2 years and learn how to place implants properly in the right settings. That way patients can expect amazing results when I do them.
Okay, interesting. And what is your comment or thought on flossing? Because there's some people that I love. I won't say their names, but they're very popular. And they're like, I refuse to floss. I don't care if all my teeth fall out. Like, and I too struggle with not flossing enough, not because I don't want to, but because, and I've expressed it to you, it hurts. And then there's the blood, the bleeding and all this other crap. So what's your advice for the anti-flossers of the world?
So I think flossing is addicting. I think once you start,
interesting.
You can't stop. You will realize that your teeth are so much cleaner once you do commit to flossing. A lot of times I will give patients like a 2-week challenge, and I'll say, floss your teeth every single day for just 2 weeks. Just promise me that you'll floss your teeth for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And let me know how you feel at the end of the 2 weeks. And most people at the end of the 2 weeks will say, yeah, my teeth feel really different. They feel clean, and they do eventually get to the point where they're like, I can't see myself without flossing every single day. I understand it does hurt. And in the beginning, yeah, there's bleeding, it hurts, it's uncomfortable. And actually there's so many people that don't even know how to floss. So yes. I can understand that people like take a giant piece and then we'll just like, angle it in like the most awkward way. Yeah. You should really just come into the office and let us show you how to floss your teeth. That way you're not struggling so much, because it's really not hard. In fact, I'm gonna say that when I had braces for 10 years probably total in my life. So it's like a whole other story why I had braces for 10 years. I probably did not need them for 10 years, but whatever. Yeah. When I was a teenager, I never flossed my teeth. I was like, there's just no way. Like, how am I gonna get into like the wires and the brackets? But after dental school, or actually during dental school, when I put braces back on for a second time, I ended up learning how to weave the floss in and out. And honestly, it took like 2 minutes to floss. It was not a big deal. And I felt just better. And so if you do floss every single day, the pain does eventually stop. The bleeding does eventually stop. Whenever you see blood, that's a sign of infection. That means that there's too much bad bacteria in your gums causing inflammation. So we need to work on getting that bacteria out. So, so it is very important to floss, and especially when you see blood, like you have to. That means you have to do it even more.
Okay, gotcha. All right, y'all heard. She told me get my life, and start with 2 weeks and continue on, get my life. And Aurora, thanks for tuning in. She says she's an obsessive flosser, so that's good to know that
I would love to actually hear why is she an obsessive flosser? Like, how does she? What's her tip? I'm gonna end up doing probably a Facebook Live at some point, through my office, because there are just so many interesting tips that I've heard from other patients. I've had patients that have said that that their commitment is they only floss on Sundays. I don't know why. Because they are fully committed to flossing on Sundays. I had another patient once say that they have committed to flossing, but only in the shower. So for them, that works, like flossing in the shower versus flossing outside of the shower. I had another patient once who said that if they just like cut a long piece of floss in advance and just lay it on their counter, that would remind them to floss. And so basically they would floss their teeth in the morning and then cut a new fresh piece and then place it on the countertop for the next day. So there are different techniques, so I'm interested actually to find out like what is, what's her method? Like, how does she remember to floss? Why does she floss? Why does she love it?
I love that. Yeah. So Aurora, she says she had a cavity at a younger stage and it hurt and she never wanted a cavity again. That makes sense. And so that really does put me to shame, because I can't even tell you. Maybe I've had 10 cavities. Like, it's awful. I've had like 4 root canals. I'm definitely of the land of sugar, and and I'm not doing enough good job getting it out. But I've since going gluten-free and reducing sugar, I find that my teeth are a little bit healthier. But okay, so, and she says, I hate food between my teeth. I floss after each meal. Wow. Very expensive. Yeah, but I love that. You should do like a social media challenge about like
Yeah.
what makes you floss or what made you floss today, you know, like something like that. And
Yeah, well, it's helpful because then also when people come into the office, then I can relay
yeah.
those points and like surprisingly when I tell patients like, oh yeah, just the floss it in the shower, that actually resonates with a lot of people, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna try that. You know, so there are
Hmm.
different barriers that people have about flossing, but it sounds like Aurora just knows what it feels like to have a clean mouth, and so whenever she is in a state of, you know, having food in her teeth, then she just
Yeah.
she doesn't like that, and so and
Yeah.
that's exactly how I feel. Like if I go a day without flossing, like I feel gross at the end because I know what it feels like to have a clean mouth.
Absolutely. Okay. Awesome. 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 And what would you say are like some myths that you would love to debunk when it comes to keeping your mouth clean? Like, you know, is it okay to not brush and just mouthwash? Like, what are things that you've heard people do and you're like, absolutely not. Get your life. You're not living your your best dental life right now.
Different myths. I mean, I guess if we're really going to be talking about myths, I would say that a lot of people think that when they are pregnant, that they lose teeth, and that
Oh, wow.
and like so I think that people believe that if they're just like the act of being pregnant will make you lose a tooth, and actually a lot of people will say like, oh yeah, for every single baby that I've had, I've lost a tooth during that pregnancy.
Oh, wow.
So it's, you know, and it's not the actual pregnancy that's making you lose teeth, but for sure your hormones change, and so your gums do tend to be a little bit more inflamed when you are pregnant. So you should come in a little bit more often to the dentist to get a good cleaning.
Oh, interesting.
And also if you have a lot of morning sickness, you're obviously not going to be the best about brushing your teeth or flossing every single day. So those are things that can contribute to cavities and can cause a person to lose a tooth, but it's not the actual act of being pregnant. Like it's not like each kid is going to take a tooth away.
Interesting.
So that's one myth that I heard. Then there's just other things that people are doing that's trendy, like the coconut oil rinses,
Yeah.
charcoal, teeth whitening. So, you know, the American Dental Association, there is no actual research to back up the coconut oil mouthwashes. And you have to be very careful with the charcoal tooth whitening stuff because it can really wear away your enamel if you use it too often. So, yeah.
Good to know. Okay, awesome. So now just a couple of questions. I'm excited that you are coming on board to be a panelist at the 5th Annual Women on the Rise Forum and Expo. What made you want to be more involved in media, and you know, what advice do you have for other dentists or professional, you know, people who may want to kind of get into that platform but haven't like made the jump yet?
Well, I don't know that I necessarily have made the jump. I think that, I mean, I'm excited to be part of it just because I want to meet other women who are also entrepreneurs. I want to hear their stories, how they got to where they are. And I want to learn how can I help them in this community? Like what is it that I could offer as a dentist to female entrepreneurs? Like what are they looking for in a dentist? What services should I be offering to help young business women? I will say that probably most business women do not have dental insurance. So there are very specific things that I think business owners are looking for. And so I just want to, you know, sit and listen to what it is that they're looking for and see what I can do.
Absolutely. That makes total sense. And she's very humble, guys, but I think you will learn a lot from her story. I think that it's important to have women in different industries. And like I said, I love that you're a female dentist. I'm glad to hear that there's a lot of y'all out there, because even now, like I've never even had a female dentist. And I just think that the biggest thing with identity, forming your identity and thinking about the types of careers out there for you you. If you never see someone like you in these fields, then you have these assumptions that like, that's not for me, right? Because representation allows us to dream and to see and to feel like it's touchable. So I think that by you just living your authentic truth, you know, you're empowering and inspiring other young girls to get up and be a dentist and have healthy mouths and share their stories. So again, if you could share, you know, where if people want to work with you, what are the services that you offer in your office? Where do they find you? How can they reach you?
Yeah, so if anybody's in the Manhattan area, in the Midtown area, they call our office. It's 212-757-5565. If they want to learn about our services, they can always go on our website, which is nolimitsdental.com. And we offer everything from obviously teeth cleanings, deep cleanings, fillings, crowns, dentures, whitening, Invisalign, night guards. Like, we do everything. And so
nice.
I'm adding, placing implants to our practice. But for right now, it's going to be through NYU.
Nice. Okay.
Then very soon, I'll probably do it here in the office.
Okay. And any dental tips that we should keep in mind for the fall? Are people doing more whitening now? What's like trending in the dental world?
Yeah, so I think whitening never gets old. Everybody wants white teeth.
Okay.
It's actually super important, I think, to have healthy teeth, healthy white teeth. So if you are doing any kind of social media stuff, any kind of public speaking, an interview, a date, anything like that, those are all ways you want to perfect your smile. Nobody wants to meet someone that has yellow teeth. Nobody wants to meet someone that has plaque all over their teeth. And so, I mean, I think a lot of people who have plaque don't really know what it is, or like they have it, but they just think it's normal, like everybody has it. Obviously having fresh breath, that way when you are speaking to somebody at some kind of a networking event, which usually when you're at a big networking event, you're speaking to people really closely. And so make sure that you have fresh breath, things like that are really important. And so if you feel like you have any issues with that, you should definitely come to our office, and we'd be more than happy to help.
Perfect. And do you have any office announcements or specials that you guys are offering so that people can check it out? And I have shared the website so they can definitely go and check you guys out.
Yeah. So our office is constantly growing and changing. I guess promotional things that we're probably doing right now in the office is for anybody who doesn't have dental insurance. We do offer a membership plan, so that way people who don't have dental insurance don't use that as an excuse to not come to the dentist. So right now for $199, you can get 2 cleanings per year, unlimited exams, unlimited x-rays, and then we offer 15% off of fillings, extractions, 10% off of crowns, things like that.
Nice.
So that usually is great for people who don't have dental insurance. Yeah, we're changing things up. We're looking into probably starting to offer Zoom whitening parties.
Oh, cute. Nice.
Yeah, so we're planning on offering probably for bachelorette parties or bachelor parties. And, people maybe getting ready to celebrate their big milestone birthdays. And having people come in with their friends and family, and really just taking over the office and having a person in each room doing a Zoom whitening session and offering champagne, wine, cheese, play whatever kind of music you want, make yourself at home.
Oh, that's so cute.
Have fun with it, yeah. So we're probably going to launch that, I think, very soon. So that is one thing, another thing that we're probably going to do very soon.
All right, so they'll get all the updates on nolimitsdental.com?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. I love that idea. And, I would also, everyone watching, if you're an entrepreneur, bring your buddies, the same way how at the 5th annual Women on the Rise Forum and Expo, there's a bring your business bestie discount. I think that that's a phenomenal idea. All of us, we're doing social media. We have all these public speaking events. Get your life, get your mouth right, and come out, and I love that. Oh, and wine and cheese, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. That's so much fun. I just want to come for that. Like, yeah, the whitening's fun, but like I like the wine and cheese though. I like that bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, honestly, like even as an employer, like to be able to
yeah.
offer some form of, I don't want to call it dental insurance, but offering some kind of a savings plan for your employees, your partner, like that's really
Yes.
a lot of people, they base whether or not they're going to work somewhere based on the benefits. It's not anymore just like, what's the hourly wage or what's my salary. A lot of people want to know, what are the benefits? Am I going to have health insurance? Am I going to have dental? Is this going to take care of my kids? And so this is another way that I think business owners can really expand and make their own business more marketable and their employees.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely make sure you share this with, like Chamber of Commerce. And I really commend you for offering a plan for people who don't have insurance. I mean, she's such a giving person. So it doesn't surprise me that you're offering that. But I think, because you're before we end, we'll talk about our high school experiences since we go back. Nadia and I go back, right? And so, I think that's really important because, there's a lot of people, unfortunately, who don't have insurance, but you're absolutely right. They have to still take care of themselves because if you're not taking care of you, how can you live your most successful life? So I think that's great. And anyone tuning in, please share this video so that people who may be in that situation, maybe they can take advantage and they can make sure that they're dealing with whatever's going on. Because you're right, there's a lot of other health issues, right? That if you have like an ongoing issue, can't you have cardiac issues or like doesn't affect other parts of your body?
It absolutely totally does. Yeah. If you've ever had a toothache, you know how debilitating that is, and it's like you can't do anything with a toothache. So if you have anything, anything negative dental related, like you need to get it taken care of. So I feel like this plan really helps people. It brings, I guess, access to care. They have access to care then. So.
Absolutely. And with that, I know she's super busy, so I don't want to take up too much of my time, her time, but I do want to say, Nadia, I'm super proud of you. In high school, she was just as beautiful, and I thought she was perfect, to be honest. I was like, this chick is everything, and a bag of chips. I can't with her. And I'm just super proud of you, and I'm super excited to be on stage with you at the 5th Annual Women on the Rise Forum and Expo, and just thank you for everything you do, and you're just amazing, and thank you for sharing your story with the Dressing Room 8 family and platform.
No, you're the best, and are you kidding me? Like, I'm proud of you. And I remember actually when Dressing Room 8 first launched, and I was like a fan from the very beginning. And
thank you.
It's just, you blow my mind away. I don't know how you do everything that you do. So
yes. Listen, we're in good company, right? So thank you, and have a great day. And I hope all your clients watch this. Make sure they, tell them to tune in so they get to see more of you and know your story. And thank you, love. It's been great.
All right, see you. Bye.
See ya. Bye, everyone.